Okay guys, good morning. In this video I'm going to break down forex pairs and of course gold, but today I'm going to analyze 6 pairs. Normally I analyzed 4 pairs, but for today it seems like 6 pairs are in good price action, so I chose to analyze all pairs and mark expectation and what could happen in the market. So without wasting time, let's start. We are going to start with EU. First thing you have to do is to check for market direction. As you can see, we are in 4-hour trend and price have retraced back to this major demand area of 4 hour, and from here we have seen 1 hour change of character. Okay, and we mark up BOS level and then our 1 hour zone, and we scale to 15-minute time frame to look for major demand area. And as you can see, let me get rid of this supply. As you can see, right now the market is currently reacting on this demand area of 1 hour, and this is the right setup to take because this change of character is coming from a major 4-hour zone, and that is the second confluence. Okay, this is the demand area. So the third confluence is that we have seen 5-minute change of character. This is 5-minute change of character. Okay, and after seeing 5-minute change of character, wait for price to come back, retrace back to this area of 5-minute demand. Okay, and check if the price has made a change of character on 1 minute in allowed time frame. And as you can see, price gave us 1 minute market shift in at 8:30, and this is not allowed time frame because I trade from 9 up to 10, so I can't take this trade. I'm going to wait for price to come back to this area and then wait for price to make 5-minute change of character in a low time frame. Change of character, if I say change of character, there is 4 confirmation I look. Either price come back and then fail to make higher high, then like this is the first confirmation, and second it's like price come back and then fail to make higher high and make equal high, then break last low and then double break 1, break 2, then entry here. The third one, no, this is almost all, and as you can see, the price here come back to this area by making higher high, higher low, higher, lower high, lower low, lower low, and I'm expecting for price to make something like this on 1 minute, 5 minute. If I see price make this structure, I'm going to go long, but right now there is no sign, but I'm waiting to look for long on EU. If price make this pattern, I'm going to look for long opportunity. and I'm expecting for it to happen. And AU, we are in a big uptrend. This is high impulsive to the upside, and yesterday I said that if we price liquidate, if we see price come back to this and liquidate this range, I would look for long opportunity from this demand area. But as you can see, price decided to continue pushing up higher without liquidating or this ascending liquidity. And I can't go in without confirmation, but still this demand is still valid. So is on 5 minutes you can see that we are in uptrend. So what you have to do is to trade 5 minute uptrend, and still there is a higher space between this zone and this one. So I would like to see price do something like this, higher low, then fail to make higher high, and then break. If this scenario happen, I'm going to wait for price to come back to formed supply area here or formed major 5 area zone, and then wait for price to make 1 minute change of character to the downside, and look for short opportunity targeting for price to come back. Okay, that's what I'm waiting on gold on AU. But if we see price make a continuation, I'm going to look for long entry here, waiting for confirmation 1 minute, then continue trading 5 minute continuation. And GCAD, guys, the third thing we have to look is for market structure, market direction. And on 4-hour time frame, we can see that we are in 4-hour trend to the upside, and currently market is retracing to this demand area. Okay, it's currently retracing to this demand area, but you can see that not yet approach to it. So while approaching this supply area, we can see that we are in 15-minute downtrend. So we have to trade 15-minute downtrend so that the price continue to push in to this 4-hour demand area. Okay, if price touch 4-hour demand area, we are not going to trade for 15-minute time frame, because we will be trading against major trend. So that is not a good habit. Remember that higher time frame is greater, is cause higher effect than lower time frame. So that's what I'm saying. And we skip to 5 minutes to look for supply area, and you can see we have supply area here, 15-minute supply area. And as you can see, from the beginning of the day at the open, the price continued to push up high, push down lower, and now there is what I'm waiting for is to wait for price to come back to this supply area, and then give us 1 minute change of character to the downside, then look for short. And if price come back to this area, that is the first scenario. And the second, if we do see price come back and then give us 5 minute change of character, I'm going to look for, I'm going to trade 5 minute reversal to the downside, and then I will wait for 1 minute change of character, then continue trading price to the downside. This is the first zone, and the second zone is here. If the price continue to push up higher, then I'm going to wait for price also to give one of these scenario I've said. USDCHF, yesterday I mentioned that we could see potential price to push up higher, as is still the drawing shown here. I say that the price can break this structure, then wait for price to come back to this one of this main area. And as you can see, after price make 15-minute change of clock to the upside. Okay, this was 15 minutes and it was a range, so I expected the price to come back to this, to break one of these to the upside and then look for long. And as you can see, the price has retraced back immediately to the formed 15-minute zone, and from here you should have took guys long entry. As you can clearly see that we have 1 minute change of character here. Okay, here 1 minute change of character, and this was a good setup. As you can see, this was a good setup. So stop loss below, and then targeting price to come back to the supply area. As I said in previous lesson or videos, I said that the major supply area, higher time frame, is greater than lower time frame trend. So in this scenario, we are in downtrend of 1 hour. Okay, as you can see here, and price, we were trading 15 minutes to the upside, which means we were trading against the major trend. Because of that, we have to take a trade, but targeting the first supply area. First supply area is here, targeting first supply area here. And as you can see, it was 1 to 6.5 setup. This was a really nice trade. And from here, still we are in downtrend. So right now, price has gave us 5 minute change of character, but in not a good time frame. So I prefer to wait for price to come back to this formed 5 minute time frame. Okay, 5 minute time frame, and this is 5 minute supply area here, So I'm waiting for price to come back to this area. Okay, I'm waiting for price to come back to this area and give us 1 minute change of character. Then we are going to place short entry, but keep in mind that we trade. Okay, we are at 9.94, so this will be a low time frame. So if we see price making market shift on 1 minute time frame, we are going to look for short opportunity, or price can liquidate or resell, then give us 5 minute change of character here. Then we are going to look for short entry. That is what I'm looking on USDCHF. And gold, yesterday I mentioned that we can wait for price to make 5 minute change of character, and after that we have seen change of character here, then price has retraced back to this change of character here, and major supply, 5-minute supply, but 5-minute supply, but on 1 minute after price gave us 1 minute change of character at 6 p.m. and this is not a low time frame, so I didn't take this trade. And right now we are still in the consolidation of 5 minutes, and I will wait for price to break one of this area, this level or this one. If price break up to, if price break up here, I'm going to look for long entry targeting for all of this lasting liquidity here. Okay, or if price decide to come back and then break this structure, this will be a very nice setup to look. Then I'm going to wait for 1 minute change of character, then look for short opportunity targeting all of these descending liquidity resting here. Okay, I think this is a long video. Still there is one left to analyze GU. We can see we are in still downtrend, and we got to 15 minutes to look for major area, and we can see that in 15-minute time frame we are still in consolidation. So what we have to do is to wait for price to break either of the direction, to look for short or long. Just always keep in mind that wait for confirmation before pressing entry or order. So that's it, guys. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.